And ladies and gentlemen, game one of the third place match between Wet and Dead and Rain. Winner of this series goes on to play Penta. Loser finishes in third. For W&D, we've got Ragnar, Gearing, Daring, Harugamo, Des Moines, Brisbane, Moskva, Des Moines, and Vermont. So a single battleship. For the side of Rain, we've got Daring, Gearing, Ragnar, Des Moines, Brisbane, Moskva, Ohio, and Montana. So immediate interesting thoughts.
We must be free.
Single battleship lineup for the side of Wet and Dead. You're looking at a 28,000 health disadvantage there. Both sides bring 4 DDs. But I'm not sold on this Vermont only battleship play yet. We'll have to watch. I mean, with the Kleber's band, obviously fast caps are a little bit more challenging on the edges. You can still play your standard Ragnar Daring pushes into the mid, which I think we're about to see here, but kind of intrigued. And so both teams sending ships in the mid. However, it does look like Rain is going to have the double DD set up at B, while Wet and Dead, W&D, is only going to send the Daring. And so what this is going to lead to is that Daring has to be very careful, because if that Daring gets detected, he's going to get absolutely smashed. Other than that, looks like a 4-ship to A, 2-ship to C split for the side of Rain, and it looks like a 5-3 split with the 5 to C for the side of W&D. Keep an eye out on the Des Moines of Fazy, see where he's going to end up. But let's watch this. So Dubaison is going to go straight towards B. And the reason he's willing to play this way, and one, he's going to turn out right here if he wants, but he looks like he's just going to go straight in. He's going to say, I've got the Ragnar for protection. The Ragnar's not spotted, which means I can execute the turn in B, which does save time rather than executing the turn outside of B and then coming in. Ooh, there's the radar out from Fazy. Fazy will spot. Daring's not quite in range, so you expect to see Dubaison dive out of the radar detection. Shots are in, he dives out, goes dark. There's no way for them to keep him spotted. So it's really, does he take any damage from the Harugamo? Slams the brakes. He takes 1 hit. The Ragnar spotted very briefly. The Des Moines moving forward, which they're going to know here is as Gangbrain gets spotted again, that the Des Moines coming forward. And look at Fazy's position here. This is a very aggressive position. I actually love this, because this is not something you usually see. And right now, it's very hard for Rain to punish. They've got 1 ship that can punish right now, really, at this position, and it's the Ohio. 2K chunk off the Ragnar, forces the DCP. Ohio pops that. We'll see where he's going to put the shots out. Or if he's going to put the shots out. That may not have been ready. And so Malamu, he has that, but he doesn't have any spotting. No cap on B. Dubaison getting ready to go back in because he knows that Des Moines has had to take an angle to prevent being spotted. But he's got to be careful. Both of them, actually. Dubaison's now in the cap. He's put himself on the side where he's protected from the Des Moines. Here comes the radar out from the Moskva, which is going to force him out again. But here come the shots from Gangbrain out. Dubaison immediately starts to back out. So W&D has redirected. This will keep anything from taking... this will take anything from taking B, because you have that double radar plus the Des Moines set, the Daring there. And so Dubaison hasn't used the DCP or the heal yet. Down to 18.6, so he's lost about 6k. A little bit more than 6k now. He's trying to wiggle. Ooh, there's a big hit, 10k. And so Dubaison's going to be able to heal some of that back up, but that's still rough to have that 10k health down early in the game. He gets out of spotting. He immediately pops on the DCP. Last salvo comes in. He'll heal back up to about 16k, 16.5k. Almost on the dot. And the early cap now goes in favor of W and D. While all that was going on, because they have the hard push out here, they're able to get the cap of C, and now the Brisbane has to watch out. He's positioned well to dodge these torps, so he shouldn't have to worry there. Meanwhile, gearing of Basti is smoking up the Des Moines of Madara. As the rush comes, does have the radar out, but so does Madara, and so there's going to be shots coming out from both. We'll see who gets the better side of this. Problem for Madara is if he turns broadside, he's going to get slammed. But watch the shells in here from the Ohio. Shells in, chunk off the Des Moines. Rush comes down to 35k. He's going to ride that border as much as he can. Try to keep himself protected. Madara cannot do anything yet until that radar goes down in 10 seconds. As the rush comes, has to be very careful here. He's got multiple sets of torps coming on him. And he's gone the way worse end of this trade. And here comes another shot out. You can see from edge from the Ohio of Malamu. Shells are in. Another chunk down to 23k. The heal's in. He's going to dodge the torps. 24k heal up. Meanwhile, Madara is about 10k healthier and now successfully gets in behind that island while Basti takes A. So Rain responds back with a push on the A flank. Works out well for them. They get the cap at A, which will stop that points lead at just about 55, 56. Ohio of Malamu spot. Watch out for the Vermont on shells as he comes around the island here. Only a little bit of a hit, but they're moving the Ohio in aggressive, and I love this positioning, and here's why. Ohio goes into the Thunderdome. One, he has some islands that protect him. Two, it puts the pressure on FaZe. FaZe can't come out now without worrying about getting slapped. Harugumo of Fairy spotted. Fairy takes a chunk down to 25, hits another chunk down to 23. He's going to try to get out of there, but they're going to put a lot of focus on him. Down to 21. Remember, he can't heal. He's already lost a third of his total health. He's getting into cover. He does not have a DCP, and that is a fire that's going to tick him down easily under 14k. And so, Fairy takes half, is down to half health. Uh-oh. This looks like... Yeah, that should... Oh, it'll be tight. He got forward a little bit. He just gets forward far enough to not take that torp. Ohio of Malamu has not yet popped DCP. He is healing. Shots out at the Des Moines. He was spotted briefly. Des Moines turning out. Looks like he'll dodge most of that. Down to 28, 8 again, though he's got the heal going. Problem is his max heal only is about 33,000. Meanwhile, the Ohio of Malamu now needs to back up and get in because he is getting just focused. 15k from the Vermont. Major hit. Absolutely major hit there. And so Rain right now, that health advantage is gone that they had. The Moskva of Dino Gaming is in a problem spot though. He can DCP, he doesn't have a heal. Shots coming in. Down to 13k, there's the instant DCP. Heal is not up for another 14 seconds. They're trying to get another fire on him that he can't put out. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That won't kill, but that does now mean that the Moskva is going to max out his heal at about 30k. Malamu, though, in trouble as well. He's got another heal coming in a second, but he is just getting absolutely focused. He pops the heal. He'll have that as he tries to dive into cover. Danger is, if he doesn't get into cover, he will be dead. He's going to put shells out at the Ragnar. Ragnar is going to be taking those. He's down to 26-8. He has not used a heal yet, so that's the first damage on Eru. And Malamu now in a really bad spot. They didn't get that Des Moines out. Now the Des Moines and Harrow are coming back in, and Madara took a bunch of damage. Madara has not popped the heal yet. He does pop the radar, so they'll see the push coming in. Madara also has the Hydro going, so they're watching, but here come the shots. The Harugumo's got to be very careful. I don't think he knows. He doesn't know about the radar yet, so as he keeps moving forward, if he doesn't start backing up, he's going to be in that radar here in a second. Oh, and that's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. Let's go in for the close and zoom. Here come the shots. And he's down to 9-5. 14 seconds left. Should be another 2 or 3 salvos. How much will they get on him? 9-2. There's the spotting on the Des Moines of Madara. Madara now in a dangerous spot. They do get the Harugumo down to 8,800. Fairy goes dark down to 8,800. But now Madara is in a real world of hurt. Wet and Dead is firing back fast here. He's turning out, trying to get alive. Malamu has gotten himself into a mostly protected position. But now the Des Moines of Madara is just doomed, ladies and gentlemen. As the rush comes, has too much health. Madara is going to be first blood. There it is. 9.5 minutes into the game. And now the gearing of Basti has to run. That radar's still up for another 6 seconds, but A is lost at this point until something else rotates over. And so now that points lead is up to 150 and climbing. Basti does get dark, pops the DCP. Malamu still has a couple of heals. Here comes more damage in. They're trying to get that Ragnar focused. He has popped a heal. And the Montana of Server Hopper moving forward. Problem for Rain now is that they haven't managed to win harder at A. They've lost C, and they don't have the push for C right now with the Brisbane and the gearing there. They're trying to get the Vermont out. If they get the Vermont out, and they might, there's the Torps. They get the Vermont out. That does remove the heavy DPM heavy alpha shots from the side of W&D and gives a little bit of protection. But now Malamu just in problem spot because he's now got a position where he's just going to get farmed. Des Moines, though, sitting a bit broadside, down to 8,000. And he can't heal basically any of that. And so now the gearing of Basti is going to open up and try to take him out. 10-3, he does have a DCP, but that's the only thing that As the Rush has. Every bit of damage is health he doesn't get back. And the second he gets set on fire, he's forced into a DCP. Problem is, Basti's not going to be able to do it by himself. Doesn't matter, Ohio has the shots just over the island, ladies and gentlemen. Basti gets himself out in dark. He takes a lot of Harugumo damage, but he will still be alive. But he takes a lot of damage there. But there's the fire back. And with the Des Moines dead, that now relieves the pressure on A. Lets the focus come back in here. Server Hopper down to 13,000. He's healing. Moskva not getting the shots. And without the Vermont to get that just single strike smash on him, Dastard's going to be okay for a bit. He will go down at some point, though, because of the fact that that radar's there. Shots out on the Moskva. Moskva has no heals left either. Down to 23,000, and that's the other thing to watch. Dino not having heals left, if they can get the Ragnar farming on him, that can be some serious damage. Daring of Eobard down to 1 heal as well. Ragnar down to 1 heal as well. Rain is starting to get that damage. They're back up to about a 40,000 health lead. And so they're starting to get that damage back. The problem is Dastard just sitting there and not in a position where he can do anything about it. He's just going to get farmed down. Basti's saying they're trying to protect A. Problem is the Rugamo. 1, he's got the Torps out. 2, he's going to have the island advantage. He's just got to be careful. This Ohio of Malamu has the guns aimed firmly. If that Harugamo gets spotted, Malamu's going to be able to smack him. Montana's 16 seconds away. He'll get another heal off. Problem is just that constant radar and hydro from FaZe. So 7 minutes left in the game, 100-point lead almost in climbing for the side of W&D. Oh, but here's an issue. The Des Moines pulls out. Des Moines pulls out. They don't know it yet. But if that Des Moines gets spotted, he's... Oh, there he goes. Now he gets spotted. And now Dastard knows he can move forward because he doesn't have to worry about getting smashed immediately by the Des Moines. And so watch for the shots here right at the last second. There's the shots. Oh, 33k onto FaZe. FaZe's going to use the heal, but that is a massive hit. And now it comes down to, does Dastard survive to get another heal off? He's moving forward, trying to get himself into protection. And FaZe in very big danger now. Look at all the shots coming in from the Brisbane, the Ragnar. Oh, here's the shots. Oh, wait, they're at the gearing. But FaZe is low. Shots in at the gearing. They get 3k. FaZe down to 1,500. They get the Montana of Dastard, but FaZe goes down in return. 120-point lead. B now being contested pretty soon by the side of Rain. And Rain is still up a ship, and they're up 70,000 health. Moskva trying to dodge those Torps. He's putting damage back out with the Daring. Daring down to no heals, remember. So the Daring smokes up now, but he's down to no heals. And here comes the other push. Bison moving forward. He's spotted right now. But he's going to start to blind fire that Harugumo of Fairy. And Fairy very close to being in Hydro range. Fairy is very close to being in Hydro range. They get the gearing of Beastie though. Fairy does manage to finish him off, which is a big advantage. Now the challenge is, can Dubai-san get into range to spot and finish this Harugumo before he goes down? Health is virtually even. Bison down. He's going to get one more salvo off. Will it be enough? They're going to trade out, and that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and the Moskva's ram while we're watching that. This game, anybody's game. Both caps now being contested. Ohio of Malamu has no way to get dark. And the Brisbane has 27 seconds till he can radar. You expect that radar out instantly because they know that Ragnar's low. C is now being taken. Brisbane of No Name Lord has no way to stop it. The Ohio, though, has to not get killed. And Gangberang now is going to move forward into B because he can contest B. That Ragnar's still well in radar range. 8 seconds left. Brisbane, I think, will pop it as soon as it's up. It's up. He chooses not to. But now there's the cap. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. 2 caps in favor of the side of Rain. And they're stopping the third cap. Ohio trying to get dark, but that gearing just spotting him. Brisbane radar would catch, but they're trying to move him forward to catch that smoke cloud, which is exactly what they should be doing for Ship Shady. Ragnar radar doesn't find anything. Do they use the Brisbane radar? If they use the Brisbane radar right now, they're going to catch Eru, but they're not going to use it, it doesn't look like. And this is one of those things where being a spectator, it's like, oh, if they use it, they get the kill. They don't. Meanwhile, Malamu has gone out. There's the radar. They'll spot him. Shots are out. He gets one salvo. Does he get a second salvo? It's going to be really tight. Oh, he just can't quite get the Ragnar. They do spot the daring, couple salvos in, but here come the shots now from the other Ragnar. They're trying to get Eru out. They know that he's a prio target. Daring down to 4,600. They get Eru. Rain now. Oh no, the daring. 3 seconds left on the radar. How much damage do they get on him? He's down to 2,000. Down to 280. Do they get one more shot on him? They're blind firing. They get him, ladies and gentlemen. Gangbrains Ragnar with the 2 kills right here at the end. Absolutely critical. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will guarantee this game for the side of Rain. With only 2.5 minutes left in game, there's just not enough time. Gearing gonna move back in. Problem for the gearing is there's a Ragnar right there. And then Brisbane over here, they just don't have the health. Even though the health pool is very similar, the ship difference is massive. They can't do anything about the Ohio of Malamu because if the gearing opens up, he dies. Ragnar knows that the gearing's pushing into B now. And yeah, Mixa moving forward. No radar right now, but the gearing gonna dive the cap, and that's gonna mean that there's gonna be... Oh, there we go. Gearing opens up. And here come the shots from the Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about those. He dodges those shells. Ragnar of Gangbrang still has heals left is the problem here. Mixa trying, but it's just not going to be enough. You can see the damage here, and Gang just knows he can keep farming. Last-ditch effort. It's a good try, but it's not going to be enough, ladies and gentlemen. The side of Rain will take this game, and they will be up 1-0 in this best of 3, looking to close it out. And there it is officially. What a game. That was back and forth.